generations. And now, the power of two restores the one.
We got a bidet! Hey everybody, we got something that I am super stoked, and even Axel here is stoked to check out with us today, and it is the new Saw board game, or maybe card game if that's what you want to call it. I don't think there's much of a board to it, but this was exclusive on Kickstarter, and that's where I got my copy of it. I bought the collector's edition. We'll talk about what that means in a minute. But it will be coming out to stores sometime soon. Not quite sure when, but I got one of the first runs of it. So there was a standard edition, and then there was a collector's edition. The standard edition, basically you just got the game. The collector's edition, you got a cool severed hand. And so we're going to check out that here for the first time on the channel. Get rid of this trash.
There's actually a sleeve. Ooh, before we even... Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we can show you the back of the box here. It shows you what's all part of this collector's edition. So one of the boxes is the game and the other is the severed hand. So this sleeve is exclusive to the collector's editions. You may be wondering, what is a Saw board game? What in the world would you be doing? Well, you're basically all a competing potential Jigsaw, what do you call that? Follower, maybe? Henchman? And you're trying to prove yourself to be the best one for Jigsaw. So you're basically trying to be the last person standing and putting other people in traps and whatnot. Okay, so this box is actually the severed hand. That's kind of, it seems kind of backwards. So here we got the game with the severed hand picture on it, and then the box with the severed hand has a saw on it.
It's like a teaser of, you got the regular game, don't you wish you got the severed hand? Because here's a picture of it to tease you.
Yeah, let's open up the severed hand first.
I'm just going to get the plastic off this one so it's ready to go.
I'll show you all about the box. Axel is right here. He's excited to check it out too. Like I said, there is the front of the box. And then the back of the box is like a blueprint scheme. Check out the entire thing. Very nice. We ready to see this hand?
Let's take a look.
Oh, it's in a sleeve. It's in a sleeve.
It's like it's in a glove. Look at
Smell that. It smells weird.
I didn't really pick up any scent, but look at the molding.
Oh, gross.
The molding even has like finger spots. Oh! Oh no! Like gross.
See the bone in there? It's disgusting. It's awesome. Pretty sweet. It's a little bigger than my hand. How you doing?
Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Look at the finger, like, oh man, they even made the fingernails. Some of them are cut nice, and some of them are kind of like
Jacked up.
more crudely cut, and like there's like almost nicks and marks like in the fingers, as if they got like bloody knuckles and stuff. Like, look at those fingertips.
Super cool. I'm glad I got the collector's edition. This is dope.
How would you describe that material? Plastic? Rubbery?
I feel like it's it's definitely some sort of plastic. It kind of feels hollow, but it's very strong.
Yeah, it's a very thick plastic, but I don't think it's solid. It's not heavy enough to be solid.
It's high quality. Like I don't remember what the price difference was to get the collector's edition, but they didn't cheap out. So I'm very happy about that.
How does it compare to the photo?
It is actually, I was just thinking, is this the same hand? And it is. Like I was wondering, is that the left hand and this is the right hand? But really cool. Let's go ahead and start looking at the game pieces. Oh, check out the back of the box. Show them that too.
Do you want to play a game?
I do want to play a game.
So 1 to 6 players, ages 18 and up. For 2 players, it's about 40 minutes. But for 6 players, it's 120 minutes.
So that's 2 hours for those of you.
This is made by Lionsgate with Twisted Pictures.
Yep, which is the company that makes the movies.
It's really stuck on there.
I already kind of talked about what the game is kind of about. How does that process work in short detail? Basically, you're trying to collect like blueprints and different pieces of a trap to put somebody in, but also they're hunting you too, so you have to have different ways to get out of the traps. Will you lose your arm? Will you lose a leg in the process? We do get a little saw piece there. What is that for? There's a part of the game where you get to like start choosing to do things to different people, and if somebody has been picked recently, then they get that little saw blade, and then they can't be picked a second time in a row. So that's kind of what that's for. And it's really cool because that was something throughout the Kickstarter that they decided to add later. So that was kind of a cool touch. These are the stands. So when you pick your character or your blueprint and all that, so you can hide it from your peers, so you they don't know what you're collecting and all that good stuff.
It's almost like a Scrabble tile holder, except there's only 3 of them. How can you have up to 6 players if there's only 3?
I'm not entirely sure. Is it a direct, or does the book say if there's supposed to be 6?
Did I miscount? Are they doubled up? Are they underneath?
They don't feel.
Oh, there is a whole second layer to this game. Okay. This thing is I should have known better. This tray is not very thick.
Here's the different characters. So they are double-sided. I feel like there was a difference, but I could be crazy. We got Gabriella Hall. We got Emily Guan. Rhea Carter. Thomas Perez. Nolan Ward. And Hamish Miller. And it's interesting because they all have their own little saw tape, which is super cool. I know of an AI generator thing where you could probably, run this through. But just an example. It says, "Hello, Hamish. I want to play a game. As a law enforcement officer, you chose to accept the responsibility to serve your community. You wanted to use your power to keep safe that which you hold most dear. However, your obsession for justice and ruthless punishment have polluted your purpose. You easily fabricate evidence to secure convictions, incriminate those who are not guilty, knock down people already on their knees. Then you lie to yourself that you must do whatever it takes to uphold your duty. Will you do whatever it takes to protect yourself?" So that's just an example of one of those character cards.
So, what else is in this top layer is these little puzzle pieces that have what looks like blood bags on them with numbers. I'm not quite sure what that's for. But one thing that I noticed about these little trays that I didn't see before. So first of all, it says mechanism, object, and escape. So I'm assuming that's like the different types of cards you put there. But look at the fake screws on the end of it. Like there's just so much detail in this game. See those?
Yeah, those are pretty cool. These are different puzzle pieces with different like blood counts. So that might be like a health or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's go ahead and get underneath.
I like that there's a clear tray to keep everything in here intact. Oh no, it is crushed. The like black plastic tray for this bottom layer is crushed. That's crazy because the box didn't look damaged at all.
Huh.
See if I can kind of show you what I mean. So like right,
Probably reach out, but my guess is, unless they're getting multiple complaints, I don't think they're probably going to replace that.
yeah, you can kind of, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but you can kind of see like right here, and there's another spot over here. The whole thing's just like sticking up.
But
Still usable. It's just, it strikes me as very odd that that would be broken when the box itself is perfectly fine.
we do have cards. We do have, let's see, we should look at one of those people.
Yes.
Because, you know, maybe you're missing an arm, like you had to cut off your arm, then you'd put that piece there. So, like, right now, what does that say? There's something going on with it? Like
Arm severe damage. -1 max cards in hand.
Nice. I'm going to try to open up some of these cards so we can see some examples.
Look, I gave him 2 different hands.
That one's double-sided.
Yeah, the bone one looks like it's double-sided, so you could be using it either way. I think they say the same thing.
Right, so some of these cards, a lot of the ones that I'm looking at right now look like that they are pieces for the blueprints, potentially, because, I mean, that there is chemicals, there's a screwdriver, there's straps, pliers, clamp. There are Billy cards in here. It says, I want to play a game or 3 spiral. The choice is yours. So, not 100% sure on what it all means yet, but I'm pretty sure that I want to play a game is the cards you need to have to initiate a trap on another player. So, you definitely want Billy cards. There is the pig. That's pretty cool.
I found legs. There's leg pieces too.
The reverse bear trap. Video, so it's another I want to play a game card. That way you can initiate stuff. The cards are great quality. I'm really, really digging them.
I think the blood bag puzzle pieces probably fit on the top.
That sounds about right. Let's see, are there anything?
We did find the rest of our little tray pieces that I thought were missing. They're right here.
Is there anything underneath here? No, just the broken plastic. Okay. The reason why I asked is I thought there was something to help with like the blueprints of the traps. Could be remembering wrong.
Oh, we can see from this image right by my finger here, trying to make sure that shows up right. That you can see the blood bags do go there, and it looks like you start with 10 of them.
Alright, so the pack I have, it says there's candles, there's strong torch, toolbox. Oh, here's the blueprints. So they're blueprint cards. So for instance, like there's a platform, there's a collar, drills, cord, fuse, button, battery, switch. So you would need to compile different ones of these to create a trap. So I think you need a mechanism, an object, and a lever. Can I see that book really quick?
Yeah,
I
go for
think
it.
I believe when you put your cards together, it creates like a little story. Yeah, so setting a trap. You need the mechanism. You need the object. I'm going to make up an example here really quick. And this is going to show you like why this is really cool and all the thought process they put into it. So you get one of each. You use a mechanism, an object, and an escape card. Like how can they escape? But when you put the cards together, and Sarah knows nothing about this game. I didn't tell her about this game, so this is about to blow her mind.
Oh, it's not gonna... They don't sit tightly enough in here that they'll fall right out.
When you put your cards together, you may see that there's some red text there in the middle, and it builds a saw trap tape.
Ooh.
So like for this one, I'm putting the collar, the cables, and the switch together. It says, a collar around your neck is armed with exposed electrical cables. The only way to get free is to search around the collar, avoiding the exposed ends, and pull the switch. If you don't succeed, the collar will trigger and the cables will fry your muscles in excruciating ways.
Ooh.
So like you can get all these different pieces and do hundreds, if not thousands, of combinations of these cards and create so many different tapes. That is amazing. So
that really helps the replayability, I
exactly. Think. And there's so many cards. Like this is how many of the different of those three, the mechanism, object, and escape cards. There are tons of them. And then those are the pieces. I think you have to compile them because like this one, I think there's like little logos on the bottom of the cards. I think they have to match. Oh yeah, because that one has a, what's that? A syringe?
A syringe.
It's got a syringe.
So you can see, for example.
In the bottom left of this card, there's a syringe. So, yes, this game is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to take a minute to learn it. But if you're a huge Saw fan, I think you will not be disappointed to pick this game up. I'm giddy about it. And let's say, and I'm not saying this to everybody, but let's say you're one of those people where all your friends think that Saw is just super gory, they don't want anything to do it, but you absolutely love it. This game has a one-player version. So if you look in the rule books, or in the rule book, there is a way to play on your own. So you don't need other people to play this game. So you can. It's probably more fun to play with friends, but if you're interested and you're the only Saw fanatic, you can still have fun too. So check it out. We haven't played it yet, but I am super excited. Any thoughts that you have on the game?
One thing that I saw just when I was looking at stuff was the difference in the color of these bones. So there is a purpose to some of them being red and some of them being kind of blue. I guess blue is like minor damage, so it doesn't actually affect your stats. Or mild, excuse me. But the red is severe damage, so if you have red limbs, that means you took severe damage and it will affect you. So like this one that we saw earlier, -1 max cards in hand. So that is not a good thing to have.
Yeah. So I am super stoked. But this was our unboxing of the Jigsaw Trials Collector's Edition. Again, I'm pretty sure the Collector's Edition was only available through the Kickstarter. Maybe they'll drop some more. But the only thing that you're missing out on, as far as I remember, is the hand. So the hand is super cool. It's going to be huge for the Saw fans out there like us. But if you see this game in the stores, pick it up. It is made by Iconic Studios, as far as where the board game is coming from. And then, of course, they have all the licensing movie stuff on there, too. If you enjoy this type of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We love sharing products that we are super excited about. This one, you gotta turn it a little bit so they can actually see it.
Well, then it falls out of the hand.
We love sharing products that we love with all of you and sharing our excitement. So like this, we like Lorcana, we show that stuff. We show Star Wars products, like we We'll have the latest Culture Fly box out on the channel to see all that stuff. So check back here with us. Drops a like if you like the video, and drops a comment letting us know if you even have heard of this game, or if you're looking forward to it, or are you like me and you bought the collector's edition. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.